No. We are aware of section 342A. Just read it so that we know we're speaking from the same page. Because when you discuss things in chambers, somebody says, aye, he said this. No, he didn't say that, he said this. And 342A, which addresses problems concerning the timeous facilitation and completion of a trial, is governed by that section.
Yes. My Lord, the section reads as follows. The heading is unreasonable delays in trials. Section 342A in brackets 1. A court before which criminal proceedings are pending shall investigate any delay in the completion of proceedings which appears to the court to be unreasonable and which could cause substantial prejudice to the prosecution, the accused, or his or her legal advisor, the state, or a witness. Then subsection 2, in considering the question whether any delay is unreasonable, the court shall consider the following factors: A, the duration of the delay; B, the reasons advanced for the delay; C, whether any person can be blamed for the delay; D, the effect of the delay on the personal circumstances of the accused and witnesses; E, the seriousness, extent, or complexity of the charge or charges; F, actual or potential prejudice caused to the state or the defense by the delay, including a weakening of the quality of evidence, the possible death or disappearance or non-availability of witnesses, the loss of evidence, problems regarding the gathering of evidence and considerations of costs; G, the effect of the delay on the administration of justice; H, the adverse effect on the interests of the public or the victims in the event of the prosecution being stopped or discontinued; I, any other factor which, in the opinion of the court, ought to be taken into account. Then subsection 3, if the court finds that the completion of the proceedings is being delayed unreasonably, the court may issue any such order as it deems fit in order to eliminate the delay and any prejudice arising from it, or to prevent further delay or prejudice, including an order: A, refusing further postponement of the proceedings; B, granting a postponement subject to any such conditions as the court may determine; C, where the accused has not yet pleaded to the charge, that the case be struck off the roll and the prosecution not be resumed or instituted de novo without the written instruction of the Attorney General or the Director of Public Prosecutions now; D, where the accused has pleaded to the charge and the state or the defense, as the case may be, is unable to proceed with the case or refuses to do so, that the proceedings be continued and disposed of as if the case for the prosecution or defense, as the case may be, has been closed. E, that Roman figure 1, that the state shall pay the accused concerned the wasted costs incurred by the accused as a result of an unreasonable delay caused by an officer employed by the state. Roman figure 2, the accused or his or her legal advisor, as the case may be, shall pay the state the wasted costs incurred by the state as a result of an unreasonable delay caused by the accused or his or her legal advisor, as the case may be, or subparagraph F, that the matter be referred to the appropriate authority for an administrative investigation and possibly disciplinary action against any person responsible for the delay. Subsection 4A, an order contemplated in subsection 3A, where the accused has pleaded to the charge, and an order contemplated in subsection 3D shall not be issued unless exceptional circumstances exist and all other attempts to speed up the process have failed, and the defense or the state, as the case may be, has given notice beforehand that it intends to apply for such an order. B, the Attorney General or Director of Public Prosecutions and the accused may appeal against an order contemplated in subsection 3D and the provisions of section 310A and 316 in respect of an application or appeal referred to in that section by an accused shall apply mutatis mutandis with reference to a case in which the Director of Public Prosecution appeals, and in the case of an appeal by the accused, the provisions of section 309 and 316 shall apply mutatis mutandis. Subsection 5, where the court has made an order contemplated in subsection 3E, A, the cost shall be taxed according to the scale of the court deems fit. B, the order shall have the effect of a civil judgment of that court. Subsection 6, if on notice of motion it appears to a superior court that the institution or continuance of criminal proceedings is being delayed unreasonably in a lower court, which I don't think is applicable here.
That's fine.
Yes.
I think that's
Yes.
okay. The main sections which
Yes.
this exigency dictates I must address are the fact that in terms of the Constitution, before you interpret, let me just finish.
Yes.
Yeah, so that it makes sense. In terms of the Constitution, accused persons are entitled to a speedy trial. This section speaks about unreasonable delays, and these can apply to the state, the defense, even to witnesses. Now, here we have an expert, ballistic expert, witness expert, ballistic expert, who gives evidence in August, and this is forensic evidence. And then it takes 8 months to cross-examine him, but I don't even know it's going to happen this year. It's unfair on that witness because he's seized with other matters. But the unfairness is predicated on the fact that in the pursuit of the other evidence in this trial, the cross-examination also impinges upon the evidence of this witness who has given evidence in August, and he's not being cross-examined on that. So that percolates to the unfairness of the process, because you can't say, for instance, ballistic expert Mgomezulu put it to Manganyi this and that, and Manganyi said this, and this answer is taken up by Ramosepidi, for instance, that it's a contradiction. You can see, you don't have to be a lawyer. 8 months, no cross-examination. And then in the meantime, we are proceeding with the other evidence, okay? So this impinges on the freedom of the constitutional right of a client like the accused here to have a speedy trial. And if there is a bottleneck, which is precipitated by either the defense itself or the legal aid board in not assisting in the payment of the costs of the ballistic report, which the defense say is important for their proper defense of the accused, then this court is obliged to investigate. It doesn't have to be a formal investigation if you read that. Now, if the legal aid board say we must talk about this in chambers, it is against the law. My recitation is, I won't do anything which is against the law. So Mr. Mujuta, when he comes, if the blockage or the delay is predicated, I don't want to say the negligence, on the administrative capacity of his department, he must say it in open court. Because if you read that section 342A, it also involves the public interest and the interest of justice. Okay. So we're going to interpret them for it.
Sizokhumbula ukuthi izolo bekunodaba olumayela nokukhokhelwa kwengoti enifisa ukuthi nimbize azomlekelelake kubona ubufakazi obuthulwa uyena uKenneth Mangena. Kushiwo-ke izolo ukuthi kunodaba la illegal aid ingekaphendulike khona mayelana ney'ndleko abameli kanye nani ifisa ukuthi illegal aid inganisiza ukuthi kukhokhelwe yena leyo ngoti aze enkantolo. Umshushisi-ke usetshele enkantolo ukuthi-ke bashilo ukuthi bazoba khona-ke namhlanje, kodwa-ke ngo-11:15, kodwa-ke benesicelo sokuthi-ke bahambe-ke bona nabameli kanye nomahluleli baye kulona ihhovisi lakhe umahluleli ukuthi lelo daba lelo liyodingidela noma liyokhulunyelwa ihhovisi kamehluleli. Usecela-ke umshushisi ukuthi akafundeke ukuthi-ke section 342A uthini-ke la kufanele khona-ke into inkantolo efisa ukuthi-ke iphenye noma ibe nolwazi ngayo, kufanele lokho kwenzeke la enkantolo umuntu azoma khona kule ndawo engimi kuyona, inkantolo ibe seyimbuza-ke imibuzo. Manje-ke inkantolo izofuna-ke ukuthi ikwenzeke lokho, ngoba lokho kufanele ukuthi kwenziwe ngaphambi kwenu nikhona nizwa ukuthi-ke la kuzotholakala khona ekugcineni ukuthi-ke obani noma yiluphi uhlangothi ekuyilona olubangela noma oluyisizathu sokuthi-ke icala leli lihambe ngonyawo lonwabu. Lokho-ke inkantolo ithi kuyinto ekufanele ukuthi yenziwe la enkantolo kodwa ingayokwenzelwa ehhovisi.
Okay. Thanks. We'll await the delegation at 11:15, it says.
Sizolindela bona-ke nanje ngoba besho ukuthi bazofika ngo-11:15.
Yes, Mr. Louis?
I can just add it.
Yeah.
In the email, Mr. Mjito mentions that he'll send someone senior from his office. He himself is not available.
Oh, it's not available. Okay, fine.
God pleases, my Lord. The state calls the next witness. It's Warrant Officer Lawrence Thabo Ndlovu. This witness is going to testify using his affidavit in terms of section 2131 and 2. We have marked his affidavit exhibit DD in brackets 4.
So,
The witness is also going to refer to an exhibit that was handed in yesterday, exhibit DD in brackets 3.
okay. Okay, that's it.
The affidavit erroneously refers to 4 pages. It consists only of 3 pages and not 4 pages.
Oh, it says 4 pages.
Yes,
That
it's
consists of 3.
Yes, it's only 3 pages.
Yes, we can't count in Bantu education. Okay, can you swear the witness in, Mr. Jonas?
Okay, study kama nesibongo baba.
Lawrence Thabo Ndlovu.
Uyimisela ukufunga uzokhuluma iqiniso. Uyafunga ukuthi ubufakazi uzobethula kule nkantolo kuzoba iqiniso lodwa iqiniso liphelele phansi isandla uthi inkosi ingisize ngikhuluma iqiniso.
Inkosi ingisize ngikhuluma iqiniso.
The witness is sworn in, madam.
Okay.
Warrant Officer Ndlovu, I just want to show you a document which is marked exhibit DD in brackets 4.
Ngifisa nje ukuthi ngikutshengiseke le document lena LDD brackets 4.
Is that your affidavit?
Iyona affidavit yakho le?
Yebo kunjalo.
That is correct.
And then turning to page 3 of that document,
Page 3 wayo.
what is the date of the affidavit?
Thini ke idate ebhaliwe lapha.
20 October 2021.
20 October 2021.
And there appears a signature there at the bottom. Whose signature is that?
Kusayiniwe lapha yana ubani wasayina lapha ya?
Esam signatures.
It's my signature.
And was the affidavit commissioned?
Yeah, Commissioner.
Injani?
That's correct.
Yes, on which date?
Ilanga
Ngomhla ka 20 October 2021.
on the 20th of October 2021.
Thank you. You can proceed and read the contents thereof, starting from page 1.
Usungaqhubeka kuyifunde.
I am number 70745757.
Just read from the top there, everything. For Slores,
For Slora's case, 636/10/2014. Affidavit in term of section 213, subsection 1 and 2, A of the Criminal Procedure Act 1997, Act number 51 of 1977. Lawrence Tabondlovu, state under oath in English. I am number 70745757, a sergeant in the South African Police Service, stationed at Directorate for Priority Crime Investigation, Digital Forensic Investigation, DFI in Mpumalanga, 41 Sadek Street, Middelburg, with telephone number 013-249-8085, cell phone number 08277.
it's not necessary to read your cell phone. What is your current rank?
Isikhundla sakho manje
I am a warrant officer now.
uyi-warrant officer ke manje njengoba sikhuluma.
And can you just briefly put your experience on record?
Okay, I joined the police in 2006.
Ngiqale ke ukusebenza emaphoyiseni ngayo 2006.
Then I was attached to organized crime
Sebenzela ke yena ke organized crime.
up until 2014.
Kwaze kwayisikhathi ke 2014 noma unyaka 2014.
Then from 2014, I started working at DFI, Digital Forensic Investigation.
Kusukela lapho ngase ngisebenza ke khona ke ngaphansi kwe DFI
Till March.
till now kuze kube manje.
Yes, paragraph, you can go ahead, paragraph 2.
The fact contained in herein are true to the best of my knowledge and belief. I make this statement knowing that if it's tendered in if it is tendered in as evidence, I will be liable for prosecution if I willfully stated it in anything which I know to be false or which I don't believe to be true.
Lana ke bechaza ke ukuthi istatement esifungele sakhe ke warrant officer la Lawrence Tabondlovu esho ke inamba yakhe esemaphoyiseni nokuthi ke usebenzela phansi kwayo ke iDFI esempumalanga eMiddelburg nokuthi futhi ke okubhaliwe ke lana yena ke ngokwazi kwakhe ke kweyiqiniso nokuthi futhi uyasenza futhi le statement enolwazi lokuthi singasetshenziswa ke njengobufakazi nokuthi futhi ke uma usengashoshiswa ke uma kungenzeka ukuthi akubhalileke lana ubhale into aziyo ke ukuthi akusilona iqiniso noma akakholelwa noma akakholwa ukuthi ilona iqiniso.
Sorry, Mr. Jonas. Like we normally do, can the witness read the affidavit in full? And thereafter you interpret for everybody in court.
Yeah, I thought he would, but he just stopped.
Yeah, it's okay, it's okay.
Yes, ungayifunda yonke baba.
Okay, my duties entails the following: attendance of crime scenes, the search and seizure of all digital data, resident device, acquisition and analysis of electronic data, extraction of data from magnetic card data, extraction of data from mobile devices, compilation of statements and report. I have successfully completed the following courses: XRY Logistic Forensic Toolkit, XRY Physical Forensic Toolkit, XRY Smartphone, Examine, Exhiba, Celebrate mobile forensic fundamentals, Celebrate certified logical operator, Celebrate certified physical analyst.
Sorry, Ora, if you can maybe just briefly explain what each course entails. The XRY, Logistical Forensic Toolkit, just briefly.
XRY,
Yes.
logical forensic tool,
Yes, what is it all about?
is the tool which we use to extract data from mobile device. But if you said logical, it's when you just extract what is on the phone. On a logical one, you don't get the deleted stuff. Then the XRY physical forensic toolkit, it's where you use the physical one where you can even recover the deleted stuff, which is not on the phone at the moment.
Lana uma ichaza ke lama logical ne physical ila khona ke logical uthola lokho imininingwane ekuyona ke ifone noma makhalekhukhwini. Uma khulunywa nge physical ke toolkit ila ukwazi ukuthola khona nemininingwane esecishiwe noma leyo edivithiwe.
Yes.
Okay, then Celebrate mobile.
The XRY smartphone.
XRY smartphone is just the tool for the smartphone.
Bese kuthi XRY smartphone yona ke into ilokho kusetshenziswayo kusetshenziswa i-smartphone.
And the Zamin.
Examine is just the search engine when you are doing the analysis.
Bese kuthi examine ke ilokho abakusetshenziswa la noma kubizwa ngokuthi search engine. Uma ubheka ke ufuna imininingwane.
Yes, Exiba.
Exiba is tools which we use to extract data from skimming device.
Bese kuthi ke exiba ke iloko esikusebenzisayo ke ukuthola ke imininingwane ke kuma device noma abizwa ngokuthi ke skimming device.
Yes.
Celebrate mobile forensic fundamentals. It's just the fundamentals ekufundisa ukuthi usebenza kanjani mangabe uzo extract amafoni ngoba le Celebrate nayo yamafoni.
It just teaches you how to go about if you are to work with phones, because the Celebrate is for phones.
Then Celebrate certified logical operator is the same as the XRY. Logical, you are doing the actual phone and then you get the data which is on the phone.
Bese kuthi ke lena i-Celebrate certified logical kuyafana ke naleyo yokuqala logical forensic toolkit ngoba ke ikunikeza noma ukwazi ukuthola imininingwane ekuyona umakhalekhukhwini uqobo.
Then Celebrate certified physical analyst is also the same. You just extract data physical, then you get even the deleted one.
Na lena landelayo ke nayo ke uthola ke imininingwane ekuyona umakhalekhukhwini naleyo ke engasekho lena edilithiwe noma ecishiwe esuliwe.
Then certified Celebrate mobile examiner. Ngenye yetool eyayisiza mangabe si-examiner i-data esesiyitholile.
It's one of the tools that assist us when with data that we have already received or found.
Celebrate UFED link analysis. Nayo futhi siyayisebenzisa.
We also make use of it.
Forensic toolkit, bootcamp, FTK. Forensic tool, Windows forensic. Okay. Forensic toolkit, FTK. Ngenye futhi ye software esiyayisebenzisa uma ngabe senza ama hard drives.
It's one of the software that we use when we do hard drives.
And then forensic toolkit, FTK, Windows, is for the Windows, the same as the one on top.
Lena ke bizwa ngokuthi forensic toolkit FTK iyafana ke ngamashini noma ke ifana naleya ephezulu.
Inteller. Now a software esiyisebenzisa must analyze data.
It's also a software that we use in analyzing data.
Internet evidence finder. nayo i-software esetshenziswayo mangabe kwenziwa i-forensic investigation.
It's also a software that is being used when forensic investigation is done.
Mac Forensics also is software for Apple phone, nama iPad, nama laptop for Apple.
Okay.
Also,
Also,
Mac Forensic,
yeah,
yama Apple devices.
it's Apple devices,
Esisebenzayo must analyze our own.
software that we use when analyzing them.
Then first responder. First responder i-course la bakufundisa khona ukuthi if ufika ku crime scene fanele wenzeni.
It's a course that they teach you that as to what it is that you need to do when you arrive at the crime scene.
Forensic report writing. They teach you how to write a statement and a
Bakufundisa
report.
khona ke lapho ubhala itatimende.
Court preparation. They teach you to prepare yourself for court.
Bakufundisa ke lapho ukuyilungiselela umuzo yake enkantolo.
Network forensic. Sifunda nge-network lapho.
There we learn about network.
Linux forensic. Nakhona basifundisa ngoku-analyzer i-data.
Also there they teach us about analyzing data.
CompTIA A+, and then CompTIA N+, and CompTIA S+. I think it's one of the same thing. It's they also teach us about the network.
Ucompare A+, N+, kanye no S+, cabanga ukuthi ke into eyodwa nalapho ke basifundisa nge-network.
That's all.
Yes.
Okay.
Paragraph 5.
On the 8th of February 2021, I received Foslorus case 636/10/2021. Then I gave it a DVFI number 05/2/2021. And then the exhibit was from Sergeant PV Mohane from CIG with a request to extract that data from one cell phone. The cell phone was sealed in a forensic bag number P2B 000233484. Then
Sorry, I just want to refer you to exhibit DD in brackets 3. If you can just refer to the relevant entry on exhibit DD3. Yes, can you just put the entry there on record?
Okay, the date it's 2021/2/8. The DFI number it's 05/2/2021.
Date ke lana ebhaliwe 2021-0208 inamba ke njengoba efilo ke lapho ku statement sakho ukuthi wayinikeza ke inamba ye-DFI ku 05/02/2021.
Case it's Foslorus case 636/10/2014.
Bese ibhaliwe ke Phosphorus inamba ke yekala u63610/2014.
Then detail of and the description of exhibit it's 1 times forensic bag number P2B 000233484 with one gold Samsung cell phone sealed.
Bese kuthi mase chazwa ke ukuthi yini ke lena engayithola noma eyalethwa kumina isikhwama ke sezobufakazi esisodwa esine number ewu-P2B 000233484 esine Samsung i-cellphone noma makhalekhukhwini ke we-Samsung ogold ngombala ovaliwe noma ke isikhwama leso esivaliwe.
Yes, column 4.
Okay, and then the name and the address of the finder is Sergeant Mabena of CI, Sergeant Mohane from National Cold Cases Unit Pretoria, and then 4.3, name and telephone number and resident of a lawful owner or accused, it's Bongani Ntanzi. Then 4.4, it's a signature of a person who's handing in the exhibit. It's a signature of Sergeant Mohane. 4.5, it's a signature of a member who received the exhibit. The signature, it's mine.
Lana ke mininingwane ke landelayo ke ubhaliwe ke uSergeant Mabena we-CI ngoba lapha u4.1 uthi ke igama ikheli lalowo owayithola kubhaliwe ke Sergeant Mohane we-CI kanye ke Sergeant Mohane bese kuthi u4.2 izimo ke ngaphansi kwazo ukuthi eyathi yatholakala ngaphansi kwazo kanye futhi nendawo ubhaliwe ke ukuthi National Cold Case Unit ePretoria bese kuthi u4.3 igama kanye futhi nenamba nekheli lomnikazi kwasebhalwa ke Bongani Ntanzi. U4.4 isignature noma ke kusayinde umuntu ekuyena ke oletha izibithi lelo kusayine lapha yana ke uSergeant Mohane. 4.5 kusayinda lowo ke ekuyena othola lobufakazi noma lokhu okulethiwe imina owasayinda lapha yana.
But we'll come back to column 6 later. You can get back to your affidavit.
Okay.
You in paragraph 6.
An explanation of terminology or calls data terms used is as follows. MSISDN, which stands for Mobile Subscriber Integrated Service Digital Network. IMEI, it's IMEI. It's a International Mobile Equipment Identity, which is the serial number of the handset. IMSI, IMSI, it's an International Mobile Subscriber Identity, an electronical allocated serial number of a SIM card. ICCID, it's an International Chip Card ID. This is the serial number of the SIM card. Paragraph 7, the electronic device received were on the 20.
Just before that, you mentioned in paragraph 5 that you received the exhibit on the 8th of February 2021. What did you do after receiving this exhibit?
After I received the exhibit, then I put it on the safe.
Ushilo ke noma uyafunda ke la ku statement sakho ukuthi izibit leli ke walithola nge8 sika February 2021 wase wenzani ke ngalo uma usulitholile ngathi emuva kokuthi ngilitholile ke ngalifaka ku safe.
Where is this safe located?
It's a lab.
It's at the lab.
And who's got access to this safe?
Only it's myself only.
Thank you. You can then proceed paragraph 7.
Okay. Before ngiqhubeke ngifuna ukucacisa between lama date was 8 until the 20th.
Before I proceed, I would just like to explain the dates of the 8th as well as the 20th.
Yes.
Okay. From the 8th, ngelanga ngireceive ngayo le evidence.
From the 8th, the day on which I received this evidence,
Ngiyayithatha ngiyibeka esafini.
I take it and I place it in the safe.
I-reason kusuke ukuthi kusuke kunemsebenzi eminingi esisuke siyenza.
The reason for that being that there's a lot of work that we do.
So nayo ilinde isikhathi sayo ukuthi kufike esayo isikhathi.
It also waits for its appropriate time.
Then ngomhla ka-20 kula kwakuyilanga layo ukuthi ngisebenze.
Then on the 20th, that was now the day on which I had to work on it.
Okay. Then
Thank you.
on Wednesday, 20 October 21, I received that a Samsung J5 cell phone with the IMEI number 3532900850988895 with MTN SIM card, the SIM card with ICC ID number 892700059289318885. And the IMSI of that SIM card of MTN is 655103527492 And then the cell phone had two SIM cards, and then there was a MTN SIM card and a Vodacom. Then the second SIM card was Vodacom SIM card with the ICC ID number 89000022952118. And the IMSI for Vodacom SIM card, it's 65501444622951. Also, the cell phone had one SD card, memory card. Then all two SIM card and the SD card were successfully extracted with XRY forensic tool. Then the cell phone itself was unsuccessfully extracted due it was having a pattern.
Can I just explain what you mean if you say it had a pattern?
Uchaze uma uthi yayine pattern usho ukuthini?
Kusho ukuthi umnikazi set up i-pattern ukuthi ingavulwa noma ngubani, it needed the pattern le.
It means that the owner of the phone had a pattern set up so that not just anyone can open it, but it would need that particular individual to open it.
The masengiqedile extraction i-cell phone nakho konke SIM card nalo okunye yaphinde yaresealwa futhi in a new evidence bag number PA 650 000 5482.
That now, after extraction, the cell phone and everything else was then resealed in a new evidence bag with the number PA 65005482.
Then the result were burned on a CD and sealed in a forensic bag PA 650 0005483. Then it was kept into the safe waiting to be collected by the investigating officer.
If you say it was banned on the CD, what do you mean?
It was stored on the CD, the data engitoli.
The data which I found.
You mean banished?
Yes.
Banished on the CD.
Stored.
Yeah, I understand that. In my view, not my view, he says banned. And I use the word banished. Fine, it's no problem, it's just English.
Prior to me signing this statement, I have been granted opportunity to read through, and I am satisfied that it has been correctly and accurately recorded. I have been informed that the statement may be made available to the accused for his or her perusal. I have no objection to this.
Thank you. You've already referred to the last page, page 3. Just lastly, on paragraph 8, you mentioned that it was sealed in the forensic bag and you give the number there and kept in the safe, waiting to be collected by the investigating officer. What happened to this exhibit eventually.
Nanjengoba ubhalile-ke lana ukuthi wayigcina ilindeleke ukuthi izolandwa uyena kumphenyi ekugcineni-ke kwasekugcina kwenzekani-ke ngale exhibit lena.
Okay, ngomhla ka-5 September 2023,
On the 5th of September 2023
it was collected by Sergeant Mokgoatlheng.
yazothathwa noma izolandwa-ke uyena uSergeant Mokgoatlheng.
I just wish to refer to exhibit DD in brackets 3, the last column there, column 6. Can you just place that on record, column 6?
Okay. 2023-09-05, one-time cell phone J5 in exhibit back number PA 650 00 05482 with one CD sealed in a back number PA 650 00 05483 handed over to IO Sergeant PV Mokgoatlheng. Then he signed his signature there.
Lana-ke ufunda-ke kule copy-ke yencwadi-ke lena yamaphoyisa ebhaliwe-ke ukuthi ngo-2023-09-05 i-cellphone eyodwa ekuyi-J5 ekuyisikhwama-ke sezobufakazi enenamba ewu-PA 6500005482 ene-CD eyodwa evaliwe-ke kwisikhwama esinenamba ewu-PA 650005483 yandlulisela kuyena-ke umphenyi uSergeant PV Mokgoatlheng wase yasayinda-ke naye.
Thank you, that is all.
Thanks, Mr. Mgomezoli. Any cross-examination?
Thank you, Madam Chair. I have no questions. I have no questions for this witness.
Mr. Ramosepidi?
As the court assistant, I don't have some questions for the witness. Morning, Warrant Officer Ndlovu.
Morning, Advocate.
Now, your testimony is that you received this evidence on the 8th of February. Is that correct?
Usho-ke kubufakazi bakho ukuthi lo bufakazi lobu wabuthola-ke nge-8 zikaFebruary.
That's correct.
Kuyiqiniso lokho.
Now, when Sergeant Mokgoatlheng hands you this evidence to you, did he give you a brief background of the case Phosphorus 636 of 10/2014?
No.
Huh?
Did he inform you where the cell phone was recovered?
He didn't. Akagasho.
He didn't say.
Now, he hands you this document. You then transfer it to the DFI's SAP 13. Did Sergeant Mokgoatlheng also countersign that SAP 13 from the DFI?
Kunjani?
That's correct.
And you describe the cell phone as a gold Samsung. At the time, did you know what model it was?
Wawazi-ke ngalesi sikhathi ngoba uma uyichaza lana uthi ke kuyi-Samsung egold kodwa ke ngalesi sikhathi lesiyana wawazi ukuthi yiwuphi umhlobo wefoni.
Bengazi.
I knew.
It was a Samsung what?
J5.
J5.
And then, according to your testimony, is that you were unable to extract or download the data from the phone itself because it had a pattern code. Is that correct?
Kunjani?
That's correct.
Now, the XRY programs that you use, the physical, starting with the logical, the physical, the smartphone, and the examine, do they not have the capability to use a colloquial term to crack passcodes or patterns of this nature?
Zona-ke lezi osoyifundile oyichazile-ke lana logical, physical, ukuthi azinayo-ke indlela zokuthi-ke leyo pattern zona-ke zingayivula ukuthi ukwazi ukuthi uyofinyelela kuyona ifoni.
Azinayo ngaphandle kwe-Celebrite kodwa at that time bengasebenzi.
They don't have it except for the Celebrite, but at that time it was not functioning.
Speaking about Celebrite, I personally know the owner of that company. Is it still being used in the SAPS?
No, not now.
No, not now. I suggest manje.
And then you then used the XRY in your field. Other officers call it X-ray than say XRY, so I'll use X-ray. Now, you've mentioned the courses that you've completed. When we speak about a logical extraction of data from, let's forget about the cell phone, from the SIM card, what are we talking about?
Sikhuluma ngani ke manje sisithatha ke noma sesikhipha ke idatha kuyona iSIM card.
Logical SIM card.
Logical or SIM card?
I mean, the logical extraction. What are we talking about when we are saying we are performing a logical extraction from either a mobile device or a SIM card?
Noma ke kuyona ke i-device noma ku SIM card uma sithi ke manje siyayikhipha ke noma siyayi-extracta logically sisukhini noma sikhuluma ngani?
Kaningi angithi sikhuluma sithi logical sikhuluma nge-device itself, not i-SIM card. I-SIM card ayinayo le option yokuthi ube ne-physical or illogical.
When we say logical, we are mostly referring to the device itself. The SIM card doesn't have the logical or the physical.
Perhaps let me put it this way. When you perform the physical extraction, what tool did you use in this instance?
Usebenzise yiphi tool uma uwenza ke extraction le ya physical? Yiphi tool uyisebenzisile?
Angayenzi physical kule device.
I
Okay.
haven't done the physical on this device.
The extraction from the cell phone and the SD card, the Vodacom SIM card that you extracted data from, and the SD card, what forensic tool did you use?
XRY.
XRY.
Okay. Now, there's also sometimes, let me shelve that one. I'll ask the witness that's going to come, Mr. Host. And specifically, when you do a downloading, in this instance, the SIM card and the SD card, you are personally not aware of the data that is contained in those devices. Is that correct?
Yeah.
That's correct.
My Lord, that is all I had for this witness, as the court pleases.
Okay, thank you, sir. Mr.
I've got no question.
Nisi, no question? Okay. Mr.
Thank you, my
Mara.
lord. I have no questions. Thank you.
Thanks, Mr. Solon.
No questions, my lord.
Thank you. Any re-exam?
None, thank you, my lord.
Okay. Okay, thank you, sir.
Siyabonga baba.
As a court, please, may we take an earlier short adjournment whilst awaiting staff from the legal aid.
Okay, what's your time now?
It should be around 11.
Okay. Okay. We'll come back at what time then? Quarter past?
Yes, as soon as they're here, we'll let
Okay,
you know.
fine. Court will adjourn until then.